Welcome back to Hold the Light Garage. My name's Steve. In this video, we're going to continue work on this 56 Cadillac project. So first of all, first thing you may notice is we're in a new spot. The other area of the shop was not heated, and it's currently 13 below here in Michigan, so we had to get into the heated area. So we'll cover how we got it in here on this video. We'll also talk about some of the work we've done since. I've taken some video, not a lot of video, unfortunately. Taking a lot of pictures, so we'll walk you through, see what's done, get you up to date, and then we can keep moving on. So let's check out what we got here. Okay, well, got the seat unbolted, got this back carpet out, which was pretty rotten. And you can see this floor is pretty nasty. And then I did find some soft spots in the floor right here. So while we're in here and while we're cleaning up underneath, we will go ahead and clean that up and get that hole patched. We'll pull all this carpet out, the whole seat out, pretty much clean it all up, paint it, make it look good. Maybe put some sound in, and from the looks of it, probably gonna have to buy a new carpet. So, let's get the rest of it torn out. Okay, here goes nothing. Sometimes working by yourself is difficult. You gotta improvise and try to get this seat out of here by myself. Make sure the camera is rolling because something fun's gonna happen. Might as well have it on video, right? Get all this paperwork out of here. It's all the old insurance slips and registrations for over the years. The seat is not light, it's power. This is like a 2 or 3 person job, not a 1 person job. And I think it's stuck on the hump. The other side, that will work better. Okay, over the hump. Trying not to beat the rocker up either. More stuff on the seat that I couldn't reach before. There we go. Here goes nothing. Oh boy, here it goes. Oh crap. Oh boy. Come on, work with me here, seat. And I got it. Whew. All right. Come in here and take a look with me. Get my light. It's a lot of space. I don't know why. There's literally cat food in here, so I don't know what's up with that. Must have been some mice bringing some food in here to snack on later, but all right, well, let's keep getting it cleaned out. Video with the back seat out. You can see a lot of oil back here. I think this is from that hydraulic pump just leaking over the years. I think we saw that down on the rocker panel in the frame. But notice the cylinder is just loose. I don't think it's connected, so I think it may have been disconnected because it wasn't working. So I might just be able to put the top down by hand. Let's see if we can do that. I'm gonna put the car, jump up in the car and see what we can do. Suppose I probably should have done that from the beginning, because that would have made life a lot easier. So I've got quite a bit of room to work now. All right, let's keep moving, get it cleaned up. Okay, let's try to get this cleaned up. See how bad it really is. All right, so it looks like I'm gonna need a little more scraping, maybe get the wire wheel out and really clean up and look what I have here. But I mean, you can see some bare metal under here. So it's just on this little area. It looks like that side's okay. So just clean up. A little patchwork. Shouldn't be too bad. I don't know if this covers. I don't know where this is supposed to go. Maybe. Oh. Obviously it didn't go there. I don't know where it went. Maybe covered up this pump, but either way, she is stripped down. And something about this car with the top down, it just gives it a whole different stance. Love it. All right, wire wheel and scraping time. Well, I bought this SCT tool from Eastwood a while back. Got the big wire wheel on it. I haven't really used it much, but we'll see if it works for this job. I think it's supposed to. A little more cleaning. Still have to go a little further. I need to remove these kick panels just so I don't ruin them. And but overall, it cleaned up pretty good. There's a lot of like a tar substance. So I don't know if that's patching holes or what that's all about. There's a couple screws even stuck in it, so I don't think it was factory. I think I'm gonna leave it. I went over with that SCT and it didn't even touch it. So maybe I'll look from underneath just to make sure there's no holes, but it appears to be pretty solid, besides these couple of spots right here, which should be easy to patch. So we'll get this all cleaned up, prepped, primed, painted, make it look nice. Maybe put some sound deadening on. I don't know if it's really worthwhile in a convertible, but I'll think about it. I am going to be rewiring this car too, so I'm not going to put anything back in here anytime soon. You just strip all the wiring out of the dash as well. So not too bad of a start for interior day. All right, see you next time. Okay, now that we have the interior out and the floor cleaned up a little bit, we're going to address these holes in the floor over here. I've got a piece of scrap metal, sheet metal, that we're going to try to use up all I can. So I'm going to put some rough areas to trace here. We'll get it cut out and then we'll start shaping this. So I'll mark this roughly on the floor. And then I'll come back and I'll cut it out a little smaller than I marked it, just so I have some material to work with. Because I definitely don't need to go that far over. I do need to come over here, so we'll just cheat it over here a little bit. We'll cut this about there. Okay, let's get cutting. got this piece cut out. I'll go get my flap disc on. We'll clean up these edges. We will use this piece that we cut out that's got all the holes in it, and we will make ourselves a pattern. So we got a couple spots here too. We'll just weld those up. And I think we're good over here. So yeah, let me get the other wheel. Okay, we'll try this with the flap disc now. Get this cleaned up. Start making our template. Trace this out. Get some sheet metal cut up. This is probably a little on the thick side. That's what I have, so we're going to use it. When I cut this, again, just like I did on here, I'm going to leave the line so it's a little big, and then we'll trim it to fit as we get closer. Okay, and go in the other room, cut this up, be right back. So now that you've seen the work that we've done over here the last couple months, I figured I'd do a quick walk around the car to show the exact progress. So you can see that I've got the firewall stripped down. These big panels that were here for the air boxes, the heater cores on both sides went in here, so those are all gutted out. Inside, you can see, obviously, you saw the interior was out, but we've got most of the wiring basically condensed to right in the dashboard, so we got to pull the rest of that out because we are going to put a new wiring harness in. And you can see we've got everything stripped off the back here. So all of this wiring stops there at the B pillar, and I just strip the rest of it out. But everything from there on to the back is gutted from the car. And I got the trunk all cleaned up, doing some mock-up. I'm not sure how I want to do a battery back here, and where I'm going to mount my tank and my compressors, but we're working on all those details. Just wanted to show you where we are. Okay, I'll take you down underneath the car just to show you. I've changed my mind on a few things. We talked about removing a lot of this undercoating, and it didn't make sense to do so. So I touched up the areas they needed. I haven't got the entire car, but I got basically from the axle back touched up and painted. Had some patch panels in the trunk you saw. had to be done. So that's all cleaned up and painted. So now I'm just waiting for rear suspension. I didn't paint any of this area because it's got to get the upper bag mounts welded in. So that's where we are in the back of the car. In the next video, I plan to start tearing into this front suspension. We're going to do the front airbags, brakes, clean up the whole front frame area, paint everything, and we have a new steering box. So stay tuned for to actually start putting some parts back on this car instead of watching me tear it down. And you know, it's a mess right now. I need to organize. I've got a lot of parts sitting here. So stay tuned. Check back in soon. If you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, and see you next time.